Hello and welcome to Biology 101 Online. So what I'm giving you here is a quick video lecture. It will be short. It's an introduction. My name is Dr. Tom Walla. I have worked for most of my adult life here in the tropics. I'm currently sitting at the Shiripuno Research Center somewhere in the Amazon part of Ecuador, and I just wanted to get ready for the course. It's coming up pretty soon and introduce you to some of the ways that I approach science and the way I approach life so that you can understand the structure of this course and hopefully at least know a little bit about me, so you know that I'm not just a guy typing so many miles away in response to your questions. In 1991 I came for the first time to the tropics. I have been a tour guide in the tropics. I've been a natural history guide. I have taught courses here, many of them from Mesa State College, and I've performed my research here in this area. And I do have a deep love for learning about, watching and observing and understanding, and then trying to share through written and verbal means why the tropical rainforest is a really amazing place. So I thought I would give you this introductory lecture from here. So Biology 101 is about general human biology. And I think that it's fair to say that general human biology can mean a great variety of things. Humans interact with the environment around them. They have their own systems inside of them, and they have a fantastic array of questions that they can ask about the natural world. What I try to do in general human biology is to link together the interesting aspects of the science that we know about the world around us and the world inside of us to the real-life activities that we actually live through. The course begins focusing on molecules and cells. This, for many people, is a challenging part of the class. It's challenging because much of it is abstract. We cannot actually see molecules without some help from some very sophisticated machinery. That's okay. I still think that those things are really important. When I look out in this forest behind me, each of the plants that are surrounding me in this great green area, each of these plants have compounds inside them that make them toxic or tasty to organisms that would like to eat them. The basis of that is chemistry. The basis of how your body responds to disease is chemistry. The basis for how the entire world functions around us really comes down in the end to being molecules interacting. So I think it is a good idea to take seriously the aspect of this course that is the structure and nature of molecules, both in the nature around us and in the human body. I can see that my lens is fogging a bit, but I'm going to keep going here because you don't need to see me all that well. The second part of the course is going to focus on genetics and inheritance. And this is a part that we have gained an immense amount of understanding in just the last 50 years. Our lives have been changed completely by our understanding of the human genome, the genome of other organisms, and how that genome controls many things about our lives. It controls how our children look, how our children behave. We know that it controls many things about our susceptibility to disease, and it also controls aspects of how our populations change over many, many generations. So this is a fantastic advance. I'm going to wipe my screen now. Didn't help. The third part of this course focuses on the human body and the organ systems within it. And so in that part, we'll really be talking about more what people classically think of as general human biology. We'll talk about some aspects of disease. We'll talk about different parts of the body, the anatomy, and a little bit about how it works. In each of these three different units, it's my intention to bring to you the things that I think are the most important. If you want to succeed in this class, I'm going to recommend a couple of different things. The first thing is you're going to have to read the book. You're going to have to read the book all the way through for every one of those chapters I assign. For a few of those chapters, there's a subset of reading, but for most of them, it's the entire chapter. Read it first once, reading the titles of the different sections. Read it through again, all the words. Take the practice quiz in the back of the book. Look up the answers until you've got them all right. And then it's time for you to take the practice quiz online. After you've done that, go back, reread the chapter. You'll have a second chance to take the quiz, right? Best score out of 2 attempts at the quiz. Make sure that you understand each aspect that's presented to you. You'll also have a written lecture from me. Oh, at that time, you can really take the quiz, I think, the second quiz that's on there, and do really well. You should ace the second quiz. In addition, you also have a written lecture from me on this section. The written lecture is my interpretation of the most important aspects of that material. I suggest to you that you take that written lecture and read it carefully and make sure that everything that I emphasize in there that you understand. Most of it is also recapitulated again in the chapter. Sometimes I'll even offer a PowerPoint that has photos from the book generally pulled out and some details written on there for those of you that like to look at it in a PowerPoint format. From those three angles we approach each chapter. I also think that you should spend some time thinking about what might be a good essay question for me to ask on the exam. Generally, my essay questions focus on fairly large concepts that are in your book. They will allow you to explain a number of different components of that large concept. So the only way to do well on those is actually to memorize the different components of the large concepts in the book so that you can recall them for your essay question. That being said, I'm very flexible for many things in this course. I want people to succeed. I understand that online teaching is distant and sometimes it feels like you have no idea who this person is or where you are in this class. That is part of online learning. I don't think I can take that feeling away. However, what I can do is tell you that you can call me on the phone. I'm generally flexible with due dates. This is a self-paced course. This is a course that my emphasis is that you learn the material on your time and in your way. So if you need extra time, that is within the semester, if you need changes of due dates or you just want someone to talk to know that everything's going to be okay, go ahead and give me a call, and I'm happy to talk with you. My numbers are listed in the syllabus, and I've often found that that's a very nice way to sort of release the tension between students and professors online. Okay? I wish you the best, and I ask you to remember that biology is the study of life. It isn't just some technical maze for you to go through. It's an opportunity for you to learn about life, that's all of life on Earth, and how it works, and how humans have begun to understand and categorize that information. So I hope you'll all do very well. Have a good semester.